When we're going below in a few minutes, and I would ask you do touch the handrail on the way down. Do hold on to that, the 55 step right there. And when you come back up, the gents with the hard hats on, please put them back in the box that you right next to the door that you came out of, and then go out the last door, the one with the handle on it, and that will take you into this. Where else would it go in a museum except the gift shop on the way out? When you're up here doing your self,
heading into the underground complex.
I hope you didn't mind. They were a little noisy, but
What are you going to do? They were okay.
they were really spread out.
Once you stick there.
Cute little family in the last tour. Whoop. Never mind holding the door open.
I'm highly trained.
The highly trained door holder is down there already.
Is that one of those rattlesnakes we're looking out for?
Yeah, he came down and cleaned out all the rattlesnakes.
If you do see a rattlesnake, let Bart know right away, because this will mean you become a self-guided tour.
All right, there you go.
We all have to fit in down here. All 6 crews. The only access actually to this area down here, but I didn't talk about the other 2 tipsy radars. There are 2 tipsy radars, or 8 guarding the silo door. But I didn't talk about the 2 that were over to the left of us, where we were to the left of me, to the right of you, where you were standing, which were around a little fenced area, which is actually the air shaft for the crew down here. And it's a 3.5-inch pipe going all the way down to this level, and it was supplied all the air to the crew, and it also served as an escape hatch in case this area was destroyed in a nearby nuclear detonation. And when I say nearby nuclear detonation, I mean a mile plus from where we are. Anything within a mile is considered to be a direct hit, and there wouldn't be any survival. The area you're standing in was declared by the Air Force to be a soft area, and it wasn't expected to survive in a nearby detonation. The crew would come down here, find this blast door number 6, find it closed, protecting this blast lock in here. Blast lock, like air locks, we can have one door open at a time. This door would be closed. But all the security requirements have been satisfied, so the oncoming commander would just have to call on the phone and say, okay, we're all here, please push the button. They'd push the button inside, we'd push the button out here. These big steel pins would be retracted, and then this 3-ton door, 6,000-pound steel door would be opened by the junior member of the crew. I don't see who's the junior member of the crew now, but then the crew moved their gear for their 24-hour alert into the blast lock. Now,
Second blast door. Loose cabling in case of shock.
come on in, folks. Lots of room. Take off your hard hat if you like. We've got plenty of headroom in here. We're gonna leave it. Shock isolation. And yet here the cabinets are attached to the floor and the wiring is all pretty taut, and if you look up, you see the lights are attached to the ceiling. We are in a 3-story structure shaped like a bird cage. The upper story is the cruise quarters. You've heard of Motel 6? That's about Motel 1 1/4, I think. Down below, there's a big machinery room, lots of machinery and storage area, machinery, rectifiers, transformers of all kinds, and 2 big 28-volt DC batteries. 28-volt DC batteries, and I'll talk about those batteries in a minute. This 3-story structure, the floors are attached one to another, but they're not attached to the walls. And we're suspended from large springs, really large springs, 8 of them. 2 there, 2 behind you, 2 over that side, and 2 back here. So this whole structure in an earthquake would just wiggle around 18 inches up and down and a foot side to side. So wouldn't even disturb the coffee. The commander, what's her name?
Anna.
Anna, Commander Anna, Major Anna,
That's right.
is sitting at the commander's console. And the console is kind of like the dashboard of a car. The bottom row of lights is all status lights for all the various systems within the building, within the entire complex. It didn't say this is a drill. No. We would know we got an action message. After the 36 characters were recited on the air, the speaker would say, I say again, we swap books, we write them down again, match them up. If they all matched up, we'd know we had an action message. We'd go open the safe. We would take out authentication cards. We authenticate, let's say that the first 2 characters on line 2 were in 9Y, 9 Yankee. If that was right, we'd break open our plastic card in there and we'd find a cookie inside that said 9 Yankee and 5 more characters. If all 7 matched, we'd know it was an authenticated message from the president. Whereupon we would take out the 2 keys and we put the keys in there. We would look at the message and get the 6-character code. We'd come over here and we'd flip that circuit breaker on. We would get the 6 characters given to the list of missile text. He would put them in there and push a button and you'd get a launch enable light on there. We would write the launch time down. Launch time could be any time, an hour from now, a day from now, because obviously with 54 of these sites plus B-52s and submarines with ICBMs in them, you can't throw everything up in the air at once. So, are you ready, Commander?
I am.
Okay, put your left hand on that key.
Oh.
Put your left hand on the key.
Okay.
And on my turn, I'll count down. Turn it, when I say it,
Okay.
turn it to the right and hold it for 5 seconds until the light comes on, green light comes on.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, turn. Light on?
Yes.
Let go. Welcome to World War III.
Oh, nice.
They started, first thing you see is batteries activate. The batteries in the missile are being activated by pouring electrolyte into them and get them charged up. And the next light you see will be APS power. That means that the missile is on its own, it's on its own power. Next, right after that, probably silo soft. That means that the silo door is starting to open. The silo door is starting to open as it passes through the tip.
All right, heading over toward the missile.
missile. It actually was serial number 10, N10, off the assembly line in Colorado. And we are lucky because it never had any fuel in it. As you saw in the film, the toxic, the fuel and the oxidizer were highly toxic materials, both of them. And after the program ended, the missiles that were defueled and were lying on the ground were still outgassing toxic fumes years after they were defueled. When the missile was full of fuel, it weighed 330,000 pounds. When the engines fired, it looked like grade mattresses all the way around the silo, all the way from level 1 all the way down to level 8. Those pads are filled with fiberglass. And so we refer to that as the world's largest glass pack buffer. That did a job on that noise and vibration, but not enough. Now, over here, look at this wall that I'm standing at.